welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, and I'm here with your readings for October the 28th through November the 3rd. Now, if you are here for the first time, welcome. I'm so happy that you found my channel, and I do hope that you will come back. And if you are returning, guys, you're my heart. Thank you. I really appreciate your support and your love. I really do. Now, these readings are for the collective. They're for your sun, moon, and rising, but they're for the collective. So just take what resonates and just drop the rest. I really appreciate all the new subscribers. Thank you, guys. And all the likes and the shares and the comments. It was amazing. Thank you. I really love interacting with you. Now, these reading... Oh, so listen, they're for the collective. If you would like a personal reading, and that's what I live to give, personal readings. I really love that. Click on this link here, and that will take you to my website. You can see all the kind of different readings I offer. And what else? I have a Facebook group too. And the Facebook group is a private group. You can just request to enter to become a part of it. And I post different things up there. And every 2 weeks I do a live feed just in that group. And so whoever shows up for the live feed, we look at, their horoscope, and we see how I do it to correlate with the new moon and the full moon, whatever's happening at the time, right? So I just did one last night for the new moon in Scorpio. That was Friday night. I'm recording this on Saturday, so Sunday is the new moon. So I do that every 2 weeks, and I also answer questions with the tarot. So it's fun. We have a good time in there. People are posting positive stuff. It's really nice. So the link to that will be below. If another way to support this channel, guys, and I would really appreciate that, is through Patreon. You can click on this link. Check out my Patreon page. You can support me for as little as $1 a month, which is, I can really do a lot with that, and it'll support my creative content. There's so much more I want to do. Anyway, if you can't, that's fine. Don't worry. Like, share, comment. It's all good. So anyway, what else? These readings come in 3 sections. The intro, then there's the astrology report, and then there is the tarot card reading section. So there are skip times to all 3 in the show more section below. So if you're looking from a phone, it's a little down arrow, click on that, and you can see all the links to the other videos will be in there too. So you can skip on to, your sun, moon, and rising. So without further ado, let's go to the tarot. Sorry, not the tarot. Listen, Mercury's about to go retrograde, so communication gets messed up. That's me. I'm going to apologize in advance for any mistakes I make. So, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology report section of your reading. And we have a couple of aspects that are happening on Monday and Wednesday, but I'm not going to go over them because I went over them last week when I was talking about the new moon in Scorpio. So on Thursday, the 31st, wait for it, Mercury stations retrograde. At 11:42 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, actually, because we're still in daylight time. It's the summer. And that is until November the 20th when it stations direct. So listen, everyone knows about Mercury retrograde because it happens so frequently. Mercury moved into Scorpio on October the 3rd, and because of this retrograde, it will stay in Scorpio for over 2 months, roughly 2 months and a week. So it stations direct on December the 9th. So when it moves into Sagittarius. Now, think about Scorpio for a moment, right? Scorpio is deep and intense. Scorpio wants authenticity, loyalty, the truth. They are the detectives of the zodiac. They research and they dig deep to get to the root and the truth, because knowledge, right? Because knowledge gives one power. Knowledge is power, and so that's what they're searching for. Now, however, they are not so open about themselves. In fact, they're quite secretive. It takes a long time to get to know a Scorpio. So now think about Mercury, right? So Mercury is the planet of thought, process, intellect, and communication. It also kind of rules over electronics, mechanics, and short distance travel. It has been traveling. Mercury has been traveling with Venus now for a couple of months. And they've been traveling kind of neck and neck. You know, one goes first and the other one. They've been taking over, but they've been basically together since the beginning of September, I think. Now, as Mercury travels next, Venus is the planet of beauty, relationship, art, finance. So thoughts and aspirations were concentrated in those areas, with an exploration on how to control those aspects in your life, right? So, as I said before, Mercury rules electronics and mechanics and short distance travel. So when Mercury goes retrograde, things can go awry. You know, electronics can break down. You may find that you get a flat tire, something, your engine light goes on. I mean, for me, I can't even tell you. We've been in the shadow, by the way, of Mercury retrograde for about 9 or 10 days. So that means that has been in effect, right, for this long. And I have so many things I've got this kind of restaurant cappuccino machine that just went. It just went. I've had it years and years and years. And trying to get that, it weighs a ton. Trying to get that to a repair shop, forget it. Anyway, I was thinking about doing it myself, and then I rethought. But things like that go wrong. Your computer can go awry. Wi-Fi can go in and out. I may have problems uploading my videos. And also there are delays getting, like, in public transportation. So just look, give yourself extra time to get to work or to appointments, because just allow for that, margin of error that happens with Mercury retrograde. And it's better to be careful, right, than to be stressed and late. So expect delays, right? And then we also, during this time, we tend to miss the details. We kind of see the bigger picture, and we don't, we have a blind spot for details. So people say, or astrologers say, don't sign any contracts during this time, right? Well, look, this happens so often. So you can sign contracts, but you have to really search it mindfully and get several people to check off on it too. So it's like double and triple checking everything that you do, because we do have the tendency to miss things. So it's really important to do that. Now, Mercury also rules communication. So can be a lot of miscommunication. We can take things the wrong way, or we can hear something that wasn't said, but you said that. No, I didn't. Right. So, and also we can, things like when I'm speaking on these videos, I can say something I mean something else, but I've said something totally different. So that can happen. And also be careful, because this happened to me a few times. Make sure that you are sending the text to the right person, or the email. Double check the recipient of your emails and your texts. It's very important, because a lot of mistakes happen during this time. So, look, Mercury in retrograde gives us an opportunity to go over things, to, re-look at things, to purge, to release, to perhaps do some preparation work for something that we want to launch when Mercury goes direct. So it really is a good time to kind of do all the back end work, right? So this gives us an opportunity. It kind of slows us down and allows us to do that. So now on November the 1st, the very next day, Friday, November the 1st at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time, Venus moves into Sagittarius. And this is where Venus and Mercury part ways. Venus goes back through Mercury goes back through Scorpio and Venus moves into Sagittarius. Now, when by the time Mercury goes direct and moves into Sagittarius on December 9th, Venus will be halfway through Capricorn, so it's way ahead. Now, as Venus moves into Sagittarius, she spreads her wings and flies. She's like, free at last, born free as the wind blows. I get a bit crazy, guys. I do. I sing every now and again. So she's not very comfortable in Scorpio, right? With all that intensity. But in Sagittarius, she roars. She falls in love with life. She's enthusiastic. She's agile. She's really happy. She wants to experience everything. And in relationship, she wants to share the wonders of the world with her partner. But don't get too intense with Venus in Sagittarius because she'll run away. She wants deep love with freedom. She wants the best of both worlds. If you meet someone under this aspect, you'll have a fantastic time, but you must resist the urge for possession or ownership, possessiveness, ownership or jealousy, because this will scare your lover away. Well, that's the astrological report. So let's go to your tarot reading, shall we? Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your reading for October, the tarot card section of your reading, for October the 28th through November the 3rd. Guys, I am blown away. I think you broke a record for me last week because I think it was like 8.5k views on my video in a week, in less than a week. Thank you. God, I live for you guys. Thanks a lot. I'm so happy. Anyway, happy Halloween, guys. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. It's coming up to Halloween. And, oops, I keep shuffling these. This is for Taurus. Please, what wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Taurus for the week of October the 28th through November the 3rd? 3 cards for Taurus, please. There's 1. 2 more cards for Taurus, please. Oh, that was like too many, fell out. 2 more cards for Taurus. Oh, there's 2. There you go. Oh, there's 3. Oh, very, very nice. I like that. Okay, let's go to your clarifying cards, Taurus. These are your clarifying cards. I've already shuffled them offline, but we'll do them one more time. This is for Taurus. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Taurus through these clarifying cards for the week of October the 28th through November the 3rd? Please clarify the... There it is. Lovely. please clarify. Oh, I love that. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there it is. There's crossover already, guys. You might want to look at your sun, moon, and rising. And please clarify. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, very interesting. Okay, let's take a look at your card, shall we? Okay, the first card out for you is the Six of Wands, clarified by the Eight of Swords. Then you have two cards. You have the Star card and the Two of Cups, clarified by the King of Swords. Then you have the Strength card, clarified by the Four of Wands. You have two major arcana cards. There's significant events happening in your life this week, Taurus. So the first card out for you is the Six of Wands. That's you being celebrated. This is kind of an end to a successful end to a project or something like that. Something that you've completed that you're getting recognized for. People are, look, it can be as small as a child saying you're the best uncle, aunt, dad, mum, cousin, brother, sister, whatever it is, teacher, and they're proclaiming it out loud. It can be something like that, or it can be a parent saying that they're proud of you, or it can be an award of some sort, and it can be your boss singling you out with praise. But in front of others, it's not a private thing. This is public accolades. So you are being celebrated. Well, it could be your birthday. I don't know. Well, no, of course it's not your birthday because you're Taurus. Maybe somebody's celebrating your birthday late. You see, Mercury retrograde. I don't know. Anyway, listen. So clarifying the Six of Wands is the Eight of Swords. There's some part of you that feels trapped. This is in your head. So I'm feeling that you are in your head going over the worst case scenario. Even though you are being celebrated, you feel trapped in some way. Perhaps you're trapped in your situation. You don't see a way out of the situation that you're in. That's what I'm getting for you. But it's an illusion. There's a way out, you see. She has a blindfold on and it's almost like she's refusing to see because there's nothing keeping her there. If she took the blindfold off, she could see a way out. It feels that you're very trapped, but this is really the swords of intellect. So it's all in your head. Look, sometimes we get celebrated and people give us accolades and we just don't value it because we're in our head telling ourselves a whole other story that we're believing. We're not believing. You know, I remember a guru once said to me, and I always say once said to me, and there were hundreds in the room. He said, one day you'll get like 99 compliments, right? People saying great things to you, and then you get one negative comment and you go to the bank with that negative comment. It's like all those other fabulous, accolades and those, people saying how great you are and how well you're doing. You don't believe that. You believe the little story that's going in your head all the time, that's going round and round and round, and telling you you're trapped and you can't get out and you can't see a viable way out of this imposed prison. This is an imposed prison. But never fear, Taurus, because you have the Star card. And the Star card is all about a healing, right? So the Star this beautiful big star, this maiden. She's pouring water from the other, and water is flowing into one container, and it's going out of the other. It's a balance. It's a deep healing. She's got 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. It is representing spirituality. And the starlight, she comes down and she spreads light where there was once darkness, and she is illuminating your path forward. So when this is hope coming in for you, Taurus. When the star card comes in, this is hope. You're going to get that glimpse of hope. You're going to be able to see where you're going. Right now, it might be, you might feel stuck, and all of us maybe with, Mercury in retrograde, and there's other things going on too. It's that feeling that things aren't happening fast enough, and there are delays. But you have the star card, and there's hope. And right next to the star card is the Two of Cups. This is a really auspicious card, and this is like the Lover's card. It's like another Lover's card. It's even better than the Lover's card, I think, because this is about a beautiful communion. It's harmonious relationships, right? So I feel that relationships are being healed here. I feel that you may have had some problems or issues with someone, or maybe even more, but now this healing is coming in. And this is a beautiful card, the Two of Cups. It's where you reflect yourself in others. This is if you've had conflict, this is saying be kind, be compassionate, show a kindness and compassion that if you want to receive it, whatever you put out, it'll come back. Right? So I feel that your relationships are being healed right now on a very deep level. And look, clarifying it is the King of Swords. He's the champion for justice. He's saying do everything. He's saying every decision that you make it with the energy of it's for the good of everyone, the higher good of everyone, not just you. Not just for everyone, for you and everyone around you. Every time you make a decision, there's a ripple effect. So create good karma. It's don't take any shortcuts. It's walk the straight and narrow line. Be truthful, be honest, not only with others, but with yourself. This is an opportunity for you to be honest with yourself. I'm sorry, I'm looking over here because I know Mercury is about to go retrograde, and my audio software is up, and I'm making sure that it's on the whole time. I don't know. I don't want to happen to me what happened a few weeks ago, where I recorded all the readings and there was no audio. So this is about being honest and truthful and upfront, and not taking any hostages is what I'm getting. That's the word I got. So yes, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. And then next card, look, darling, is the Strength card. This is so beautiful. This is all about your strength is in kindness and compassion. This is about self-control. It's about responding, not reacting. It's going against your instincts sometimes, to know, where you have a knee-jerk reaction. It can be like, oh, I can see somebody going, oh, like what, saying something that can be cruel. And that's, we've been in this square, the square from Mars to Saturn, and that can have like a little cruel edge, a little controlling edge. So this is about taking the control off other people and controlling ourselves. We can't change other people. We can only change ourselves. And when we change ourselves, everything around us changes. So this is about controlling ourselves and leading with kindness and compassion. That's going to be our strength. Okay, and clarifying that is the Four of Wands, and that the Four of Wands is a beautiful foundation on which to leap from. So look, this is a very happy celebratory card. It's 4 posters, it's 4 wands, and then there's, wreaths connecting them. Now, wreaths indicate positivity and what's the word I'm looking for? Success, right? So when the 4 of Wands comes in, it's a triumphant, you've probably completed something that you're very proud of. It doesn't have to be major. It can be a little project. It could be painting the house. It could be, something at work. Something you have completed and you're feeling proud of. And this is about, you completing it triumphantly and celebrating that. So I see the only thing I think you need to do is to free yourself from your self-imprisonment, because everything looks really great for this week for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, family, neighbors, co-workers, social media. Comment, because I love to interact with you guys. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.